Hi, everybody. It is the Brennan and Sophie Show. Dun-doo-doo-doo. Just kidding. It is June 27th, and I'm pretty sure it's June 27th. Yep, June 27th. It's all right, kid. You can stay here. And I'm gearing up for round 3 of chemo tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I've had 3 acupuncture treatments, and I'm feeling pretty good in that respect. Not a lot of neuropathy, which I usually do have. So I'm really happy about that. I still have a little bit, but it's what I'm finding with any of these natural cures or Chinese medicines. Oh, I got quite the indent from my glasses. Means I must have a fat head. Anyway, what I'm finding is that with any naturopath or holistic Chinese medicine or whatever, it's usually, I guess you could say cumulative. I don't know, but the more you do it, the better it is. Like the more like it's like when you take herbs, they don't happen right away. Like the effects of them don't happen right away. You have to build up. So that's what's happening with acupuncture as well. It's bringing a lot more blood flow to all my organs and things like that. I actually am feeling big. Sleeping. Holy macaroni. I tell you, they tell you when you first go in that what they really want you to do is forget about life for it, because it's only 30 minutes, about 45. Because you go in, you get comfortable, you get situated and everything. Then they come in and they put in the little needle things, and then you're there for about half an hour or so. And I tell you, they want you to just totally relax and forget life for a while. So they give you these sound reduction headphones that pipe in. You could probably hook in your own music if you wanted something, but I listen to like an Aboriginal type of music, lots of flutes and things like that. And some like bird sounds things and waterfalls. Very relaxing, extremely relaxing, to the point where I pass out. Sorry, wrong term. I fall asleep. And I fall asleep, mouth wide open, not snoring, but maybe I am snoring and I don't realize it. Yeah, so anyway, that's what they want you to do, is to forget about life for those 30 minutes and just zone out, or zen out, I guess you could say. And that's what I do, is I don't think about my cancer. I don't think about anything. I really don't. I don't think about anything. I listen to the soothing sounds. It's like meditation. So yeah, so the first time I did it, I was very relaxed and everything like that, but I was still very aware of everything going on because it was so new. Then I went yesterday and I passed out cold, and I was told it's like you're in another zone. I was so totally relaxed. I don't think I fell asleep. I could have, I don't know, but I was so relaxed. It's like you don't feel the chair that you're in, because it's like one of these anti-gravity chairs that they put you in, and it's like a kind of neurodynamic lazy boy chair. It's really cool, and you feel like you're floating. You don't feel anything around you. I don't know, it's like the energy and stuff. And I felt in my hands, in the tips of my fingers, like a pulse, only in my right hand. I know that my bad leg is my right leg because I can feel the pins in them, I guess you could say. I don't know if they're a little bit deeper than the left leg, which I was really surprised by because I usually have a lot of issues on the left side. Anyway, I will go in for a assessment or a report on my condition, I guess you could say, or how I'm doing. Biofeedback, maybe, I don't know, in a few weeks. I'll be going for 10 weeks, twice a week. because I'm in chemotherapy and because I experience a lot of bone pain. And like I said before, my results were instant with my neuropathy. And Hannah, I call her Dr. Hannah, but she's not really a doctor. She's an acupuncturist. But she went to school for as long as a doctor. But Hannah, I talked to her today and she said that I seem to be doing really well. So that's great. We're just hoping that when I go in for chemo tomorrow, my side effects won't happen for a couple of days. So Saturday night, usually, like last time, it was around 5 o'clock. So we're hoping that, I don't know, it seemed like the first time I went, it was later in the evening. It's like moving up. So, I mean, it could be Saturday afternoon I start experiencing pain. But we're hoping with the acupuncture, it's not going to be as severe. I've also had my chemo follow-up where Dr. Fott had told me to take more Dilaudid, up to 5 milligrams, which I don't think I'll be taking that much. I think I'll only be taking 2, just to not necessarily take the edge off, but seriously take the edge off of the pain. But because last time I took 1 milligram plus a Tylenol and it seemed to help, but I only did that at night. He said that I can actually do it every 4 to 6 hours. I will not become addicted because I'm only on it for a very short period of time. However, when I do take it, I find that I thought that I would get high and be all loopy and stuff, and I'm not. I'd feel perfectly normal. Because it's a narcotic, I think, oh my God, I'm going to be high and I'm going to, all this stuff. But I don't. I feel normal. Um, Maybe a little bit slower, a little bit, I don't know. I'm going to see this time because last time I was in so much severe pain that I look like on my videos and stuff. I was just looking at them now and oh dear Lord, I'm like, oh, I look like I'm like right out of my gourd. And it's not because of the pain medication, because I don't think I took the pain medication the first night. It was the second night. Anyway, whatever. It wasn't because of that. It was because I was in so much pain and I was being stupid and not taking the pain medication. So I will take it this time around. But I won't abuse it, of course, because I'm just a spaz. Anyway, third treatment, I'm halfway there. I ran into a friend of mine today who said she thought I looked fantastic too. Let's hope that that keeps happening. I'll find out tomorrow what the nurses say when they see me, if I'm still looking great according to them, because they see it every single day and they see people progressing or not so much progress. But from what I can tell, or some of the side effects of chemo is where you go gray, you lose all your color, you become very gaunt. You're just kind of blah until you're done. I mean, you're still you, but you're just really slow and I don't feel that way. I do when I go like right after chemo because of the bone pain and the muscle contractions. But once I get over that, I'm pretty much back to normal. I'm doing my brain games. I'm doing word searches. I'm doing computer games. I've started Candy Crush. I know everything. Oh, it's so addicting. It's not so much for me. I'm not a big gamer. But I do it to keep my cognitive ability. So, and I like to do the timed games and things like that so that I can like try and beat the clock, so to speak. I do the find the hidden object because it makes my brain work, you know. I like those Where's Waldo books, but I can't find any, and I'm not going to Chapters and paying like $30 for that. No way. So I do the computer games, and that's fine. It worked for me last time. That's what I did when I was coming out of radiation to kind of get my, you know, brain back to normal. So I'm doing it a little bit early this time, because I mean I have 3 more treatments after this if things are going well. Who knows? And those 3 treatments, I might get a thing called chemo brain, where you get chemo fog. And some people don't even remember what day it is. They don't recognize people. They forget words such as the in the middle of a sentence. They forget that what they're talking about. So many different things. I'm hoping that, really hoping that doesn't happen. So that's why I'm doing like these word finds and these computer games and things like that, just to keep me awake in the head. Not awake as in like not being able to sleep, but alert, I guess is more the word. Anyway, that's it for now. Oh, darn, it's been 10 minutes. So happy days today, but who knows what will happen in the next few days, because as you well know, I suffer great pain with chemo. So I'm not looking forward to it. However, it's only temporary, and I need to remember that, because when you're going through it, you honestly wish you were dead. Anything like death would be a happy thing to get over this pain, but you don't really mean it. It's just because you're in so much pain, you just say, oh my God. I wish, but I don't wish it. I don't wish it at all. I'm fighting, fight to stay alive. So I will probably video vlog again. I haven't posted since the last time, so it's been 3 weeks. Maybe if it might take my mind off things to actually do, because it's quite the process to do up the videos and things like that. I have posted to Facebook a couple of videos because it was just easier, and I had some really great news, and it's just like I said, to upload it to YouTube, it's quite the endeavor. So anyway, I'm going to work. I have 18 videos over the course of the last 3 weeks. So we'll see how that goes. I think I'm just going to probably splice them together, not all 18 of them. But I've got like multiple videos for one day and thing. I think I'll just splice them together. And but it takes a little bit of time for my program to upload them. And then for some strange reason, they always go on the side. So everything that I do on my phone goes on the side when I upload it into my computer, and then I have to upload it into my movie program, and then I have to rotate it, and then I've got to add like the Fight Like a Girl and the music, and if I am like going for too long, I have to splice it and reduce it so there's not as many gaps. But anyway, you would think that I would be able to cut some of my ums and all my babbling on about nothing. 13 minutes of it. But anyway, that's me. Get used to it. You don't have to watch. Oh, look, there's my bubby and me and my bubby. My sweet cheeks. Yeah. He comes with me every time I go to chemo. Yeah, I have a big stuffed animal. I think I talked to you about it. I won't do it again. Okay, I'm going to go. Because I'm going to maybe try and upload some of these videos tonight, then that way, because it takes about 3 hours for them to upload. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, and I've got like 3 or 4 different programs that I've tried, and they're all the same. And some of them are really confusing. Some of them are like really like professional, and I don't need that. I just need something simple. Movie Maker. I don't do a whole big bunch of editing and special effects. It's just me. Anyway, that's it for now. I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow, because it's infusion time. So peace out. Fight like a girl. Bye, guys. Hello, everybody. It is Thursday, July, June 28th, and guess what? I'm at the General Hospital getting infused for my chemo. Ta-da! That's my Taxol? No, yes, my Paxitaxel. That's the one that causes a lot of the side effects. Anyway, I'm not going to be here for too long because there's people around and probably think I'm crazy. I have a different nurse this time. Well, I do have a different nurse, but there's 3 of them that are on this ward in my pod, and they all look after us. So, yeah. Anyway, that's about it for now. I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm supposing I'll sleep today. But, yeah, that's it for now. Bye. Hi, everybody. It's June 28th. It's about 9:30 in the evening. I have a little kid who keeps trying to stick her tail and her butt in the in the camera. Hi. You gonna come up here and say hi to everybody? Oh, here. Hi, everybody. I'm Silly Kid. And I just like to be in the way. Mostly I like to be around my mom. I hate having big kisses like that, like this. Oh, I'm surprised she didn't go, Mom, don't do that. You have to move, honey. Oh, she'll come right back down, too. Yeah, it's a big ritual. Oh, she's going to sit here and rub her face all over the phone. Yeah. Can you kind of move? Come down here. Silly kid. I'm trying to do something, you weirdo. God, she's a weirdo. Gotta love her, though. Yeah. Okay, just settle in, okay? Because Mom's going to do something. I'm trying to be quick, but it's not working. That doesn't matter. I don't care, Mom. I'm more important. I'm your kid. I'm more important. Well, yes, you are very important to Mom. So, June 28th. Round 3 of chemo was today. I videotaped a little bit of it. I was hoping that I would fall asleep. That was a no-go. I was so hyper. Holy God. And I had a thing, what I call Jimmy legs. It's almost like restless leg syndrome. They just don't want to stop moving. It's weird. It's like you want to keep contracting the muscles. And anyway, I had neuropathy in my legs last night. I get it every time I notice that I've had chemo. Well, the last 2, not every time, but the first. Oh no, I had it the first time too. Holy cow! I just thought of that. So all 3 times I had neuropathy the night before, and I think I said that I thought it was something to do with anxiety. Now today with the Jimmy legs, I tried just to sleep because they give you Benadryl and it kind of makes you drowsy and stuff. So I was trying to sleep. It was a no-go. My legs just wouldn't stop. They just wouldn't stop. And I was just like, oh. And because the steroids make my blood sugar go really high, I didn't check to see where my blood sugars were at, but I kind of knew because I am not kidding you. They put so much fluid in me, and my blood sugars must have been pretty high because I was urinating every 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. I would come, and I'd sit down, I'd just get comfortable, and boom, I had to go again. And we're talking full bladder. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. So it seemed to go well. I didn't sleep. I'm still not tired. So I think I'm heading into the insomnia cloud. Last time it was 9 days. I hope it's not that much. Had a little bit of pain today in my legs, but I think that's due to the Jimmy legs. A little bit of pain in the knees, but I've been experiencing some pain in my knees because I've been walking, and I had that way before I even knew I had cancer. So that's nothing new. What else? Oh, wonderful news today. We had about 6 people ring the chemo bell, and that means they ring the bell because they're done. Their sessions are done, their treatment's over, and they can start the road to recovery of chemo, like getting rid of chemo brain, getting back to a normal life, so to speak. Some of them might have radiation, some don't. So the lady who I was in the bed beside, I've been with her for the last 3 infusions. and this was her 6th today. So it was really nice. I didn't get to see her ring the bell because I was done before her, but I got to see a whole bunch of other people. The other thing too is that in my pod, because they call them pods, I am always in pod 2, and I'm in the bed closest to the window, which I'm very grateful for. And there was 2 new ladies in there today, and the one lady was there for the first time all by herself. I felt bad. I told her she'd be fine, and she was like, thank you so much. And then the lady beside her was an older lady, 7-year-old lady. She told me her name. I can't remember her name. I think it was Irene, but I could be wrong. Wonderful lady. Oh, she's 70. You would never know it. Never in a million years would you know that this woman was 70. And she was wearing a wig. You wouldn't know that either. It was incredible. Had a great conversation with her. I actually had to go to the bathroom, and I got up, and she had said, oh, you're getting lots of exercise. And I explained to her I was diabetic, blah, blah, blah. So I actually ended up by sitting down and talking to her. So this was her 2nd infusion. She has uterine cancer as well. She basically the same grade and everything as me. She doesn't think she's getting radiation, but she's definitely getting chemo, 6 treatments of chemo. So she said that the tumor hadn't gone through her uterus, but they're giving her chemo. Now, protocol usually, from what I understand, and I guess it's up to her doctor, if the tumor goes through the uterine wall or outside the uterus, you get chemo, boom. No decision to be made. That's the treatment option. And radiation usually, or a chemical wash. So she's got chemo. So she said that it was contained in her uterus. They had got it all, her lymph nodes, blah, blah, but they were doing chemo as a preventative treatment. So, I mean, that could be her surgeon's, whoever her surgeon was or her doctor. Anyway, wonderful lady. She's from Smith Falls. So she makes these dog toys out of t-shirts. And I'm whispering because I think somebody can hear me. I brought in some chemo caps. I slipped them in. They're the bonnet, the Little House on the Prairie, or the handmade tailed bonnets. But I also had a couple of kerchiefs that I had made, and I put them in there. She took them. So happy. I said, oh, great, you took my stuff that I made. And because I slipped it in there. Not that anybody can hear me because I'm at home, but you know what Anyway, so she makes these dog toys out of rags, like t-shirts and stuff. So next infusion, we're both on the same day. She's in a half an hour after me, and she's going to show me how to make these. All different sizes. So I thought that would be kind of a cool thing to hand out to people who have dogs, like my friends. And get anyway. So she was really good. I told her I sewed and crocheted and all that stuff and knitted and blah, 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 blah. And, she's a crafty lady too, so we have some things in common. So it was just kind of nice talking to somebody. Very positive, really positive outlook. And then, of course, the girl beside her, she's probably, hard to say, I don't want to say 40, but I'm guessing around 40. I'm not good with ages anymore. I used to be pretty good, but not so much. She could have been 30, and I would say she's 40. I don't know. But she seemed quite calm, not like me. I was a frickin' mess when I had my chemo. Anyway, I just told the young girl she would be fine, that we're all here to help you. Any questions or anything like that, don't hesitate to ask. So trying to make her feel more comfortable, Anyway, what else? Oh, I got, I had my Tim Hortons treat of the chemo week. Had my Tim Hortons deluxe breakfast sandwich thing. That's really cool. Got coffee and Timmy's English muffin and the hash brown. I know, I'm so bad. I'm so fat, but I just can't help it. put on a pound in a week. So, but they said not to worry about it. It's better you go up, not super amount up, like 20 pounds, but she said a pound, a month isn't so bad because it's every 3 weeks. So a pound every 3 weeks isn't good. But if I lost a pound every 3 weeks, that's bad. So I either stay the same as when I first come in, or I go up a little, but never down. Because something's going on if you start losing weight. Of course, the steroids and stuff that you take make your blood sugars go up, you lose weight. And I do. I tend to lose weight for the 3 days. I don't know what that is. Oh, Rich is working on his bike. So when I'm on the steroids for the 3 days, my blood sugars are high, so I tend to actually lose some weight. And I'm extremely thirsty, and I urinate quite a lot because my kidneys are almost like they're in overdrive. So, and that's not a bad thing either for 3 days because it really kind of gives them a jolt of, hey, wake up, filter everything. So I try to counteract it, of course, with my insulin. I up my basal insulin, my behind the scenes insulin. I was doing 34 and it was still a little high, so I jumped it up to 36 today. We'll see how that works. Of course, stupid me. I know I'm going in for chemo, and I know I have to prep my body in the way of diabetic, like being a diabetic. So I should be actually upping my basal, my Lantus. It sounds like my Lanta. My Lantus. Lantus is the insulin. So I should be upping Lantus probably 3 to 4 days prior to. So I should have probably been doing this Sunday or Monday, but of course I forgot. So I'm going to put a thing in my phone that on Sunday, the Sunday prior to chemo, to put my Lantus up to 36. So that way it gives it some time to work its way up and do its thing. Anyway, so that's that. Hopefully that'll work. Usually if I up the Lantus, my blood sugars go up. It's kind of weird. I'm pretty good between 28 and 32 units. It usually stays pretty low unless there's something going on, like I've eaten, I don't know, chocolate covered pretzels or something like that, or cake. Anyway, gearing up for the bone pain, which I'm expecting it to start on Saturday. I'm hoping it's not going to be severe. It's going to happen regardless. I'm not wishing it to happen. I'm not saying it and then, boy, it's going to happen. Or because I'm saying it will happen. I know it will. They've warned me about that once you get it, you're going to get it the whole treatment, right through the whole course of the whole treatment. So let's just fingers crossed that it's not severe, because like I did my acupuncture, which helped my neuropathy, which is awesome. We'll see. I go in Tuesday and Wednesday for my acupuncture after chemo. If it's too bad, they told me just to call or email to cancel, because they totally understand. Which, these people are awesome. I'm not kidding you. If you need chiropractic or acupuncture, I haven't done the chiropractor, but I think they all think the same way. Like this whole clinic is just not, of course they're in it to make money because, they need to make money, but I find they're not about the money. I know that's such a contradiction, but, if you're suffering and stuff, like they're more interested. Like Hannah sat and talked with me yesterday for a few minutes before I had my session. And I think I said that already in a previous thing. So, it's just, it's not fake. You can feel that it's not fake. She genuinely cares about you. So anyway, after chemo, we left. I was doing okay. Went to Costco, had a nice dinner, which made me a beautiful day. I was starving because I hadn't eaten anything since that Tim sandwich, which was like at 9 o'clock this morning, which was bad. But I work out in the garden a little bit. I had a hot bath with Epsom salts because I wanted to kind of calm the Jimmy legs. They were driving me, they drive you nuts because it's like fidgeting all the time, you know? If you've ever sat beside anyone who fidgets, um, that's what like I fidget a lot. That's why I touch my face and I'm rubbing my stubble on my head or, touching whatever. That's me fidgeting because I've been that way my whole life, or I talk with my hands a lot. And it drives people crazy. I know that. And it's a really bad habit that I have, and I apologize, but I've done it my whole life. So if you've ever sat beside someone like in a theater or on the bus or something, and they're constantly moving and they're fidgeting all the time, that's what Jimmy legs is like. They are constantly moving. They won't stop. Like no matter what you do, it's really hard to explain. It's muscular almost, that you have to stretch out the muscles and then, point your toes and just move your legs constantly. It's weird. And then when you stop, it's not like they ache, but it feels weird. You just wish you could rip the muscles out of your freaking legs and beat them to death. They're not sore, like as in like you've run a marathon sore, but I can't explain what Jimmy legs is. Rich and I call them Jimmy legs. I've had them my whole life. This is not a new thing. They're worse when I have chemo. So it's something to do probably with lactic acid, maybe. I don't know. Because lactic acid usually means that your muscles are sore and tense. They're not sore and tense. But if you move them, they feel better. It's almost like the skin is shrinking. I don't know. It's weird. So bad case of Jimmy legs. I notice, I don't know. I had neuropathy last night. Usually I'm expecting to have neuropathy tonight when I sleep because my blood sugars will be high. I've taken my extra dose of Lantus. I've upped my Nova Rapid at dinner quite a bit. Holy God. I usually take about 6 to 8 units. I'm at 15 because my blood sugars before dinner were 17 and I hadn't eaten anything since 9 or 9:30 this morning. Of course, everyone's saying, well, it's because you didn't eat. No, usually if I don't eat, they're at like a good 6, 5 or 6. Anyway, and I did take insulin when I ate too. So that's it. I had a banana when I first got up this morning because I knew I had to have something. And I took like 6 units of insulin then. And then I took another like 6 when I had my sandwich. Anyway. So, and I took 15. So that's quite a lot. That's what, 27 units? I usually take about, 20 maximum. Depends on if I eat something that's, high in sugar. Anyway, so hopefully I'll sleep tonight, but I have a feeling I won't. I should be exhausted right now, and I do kind of feel exhausted, but I'm still very alert. As you can tell, usually at this time I'd be like, oh, I'm tired. I'm not. So I've got some crocheting I'm going to do, working on some other stuff, just, Christmas is going to be right around the corner before I know it, and I thought this year I'm going to get a head start. I started making hats and scarves last year, late in the year, because I found this really great video tutorial from Jade and Stitches. She's Canadian. Oh, I think she's a teacher. I've only watched a few of her stuff of what I'm interested in, but wow, she is so super great in teaching you how to crochet. So I'm using her pattern, and it's like, takes me a little bit longer to make the hat because there's a rim and then there's a hat. I can do a beanie as well. The beanie didn't take me too long, mind you. Yeah, anyway, I made a hat just recently that I'm going to be giving a friend, a hat and a scarf, one for her and one for her daughter. And yeah, it didn't take me that long to make them. Mind you, the yarn too. plays a big part of it, and then in the crochet needle. Anyway, Jade in Stitches is her, and it's Jayd in Stitches. Wonderful tutorial. Great teacher, and she's fun. She's wacky and she's fun. I really like her. So I'm going to do that, I guess. I've got some word searches, circle the word and stuff, find the word. And of course I have my Find the Hidden Treasure computer game and my Candy Crush. Try not to play those when I'm trying to sleep because the computer screen, plays havoc with you. So we'll see. I can't take any Menitolin. I can only take a prescription sleep aid. And that's usually I can't pronounce it, Zolazcon. I have some, and it's habit forming. And a friend of mine, Annie, had explained to me that her pharmacist had said that if you take it too much, it won't work anymore. So I try to stay away from that stuff. I know I bitch about not sleeping, and I become really bitchy when I don't sleep, but honestly, it is what it is. Even if I get a couple hours a night, I'm okay. It's the bone pain that drives me crazy. So I'm prepared for that this time. I'm not going to be freaky about taking the Dilaudid. I'm going to take it when I need it. And actually, I talked to my nurse today, Kathy, my main nurse, not my main nurse, she's one of my nurses. There's 3 of them. Kathy, I think the one is Brenda, and Jacqueline, it's a French name, Jacthne, something like that. I can't get it. Anyway, Jace, whatever. The people who are French will know exactly the name I'm talking about. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, very nice people. So Kathy came and talked to me today to see how I was doing, and we were talking about the Dilaudid thing. She said that if you're anticipating, like, as chemo goes, it is a pattern, okay? So I'm infused today. I'm usually good today and tomorrow. And then Saturday, my side effects start. So the first time it was later in the evening. Last time it was around 5 o'clock. This time it could be 5 o'clock or a little bit before. So she said, because it happens on Saturday, so anticipate that. So around, last time it started at 5. So if I'm not feeling anything around 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, take one. Because in that way, by the time the pain starts at 5, you've already pinched it, and continue taking. That way I won't have to take like 2 Dilaudid or up to 5 milligrams because I've already niched it, or whatever, nicked it in the bud, or that saying. I'm terrible at those. Nip it in the bud, whatever. So you're already ahead of the game. She said also take Tylenol with it, which I did last time. So I'm prepared for that. I'm not afraid to do that this time because I've had really big, long discussions with the doctor, with the nurse, with the pharmacist now, and with my psychologist about that whole thing. I'm terrified about becoming addicted. This will not happen. So I'm on it for such a short period of time. And I'm doing it for pain. There's a purpose. There's not like, if it was like 2 weeks from now and I said, oh, I feel like taking one, that's a problem. That can create a problem. So yeah, that's about it, I think. I might talk to you later tonight. You never know. If I can't sleep, I just might come back and go, hey, it's like, whatever time in the morning. Oh, I worked in the garden tonight. And I pulled some weeds and things like that, moved some things around, and I bought my bamboo poles for my tomatoes and my cucumbers. I've already got cucumbers. I bought the mini cucumbers, and I got the beefsteak tomatoes and the cherry tomatoes. I've already got tomatoes, green and small, but I've already got tomatoes start, but I already have cucumbers that are like this big. The mini cucumbers are not, they're just about 6 inches. They're about probably 3.5 right now. 3. It's incredible. It's happening so fast. So I watered everything. and I watered the front, and I hung out with the kids. And yeah, I had a pretty good night. I had a bath. That's what I was trying to say before. Damn it, I'm so all over the map. I had a bath. I used Epsom salts, and I just soaked. Seemed to help with the Jimmy legs a little bit. And I also took Advil and Tylenol together because maybe that might help with them too. I'm going to do that again tonight before I go to bed. Hopefully it'll help me sleep. Fingers crossed on that one. Anyway, that's about it. It's, oh God, 25 minutes. I've been here for almost half an hour. Just rambling on. Happy, positive. Of course, that'll probably change if I get into extreme pain because every time it's like, oh my God, someone kill me. I don't mean it. I know it's temporary, and that's the way I gotta look at it. It's like, I gotta do this. You know, I tell you, shit, man, if I go for that scan and it's not working and I've gone through this shit, I'll be so pissed. So, everybody, I've had my 3rd infusion. Everybody, on the 13th of July is when I go for my CT scan. So from now until then, positive vibes, good thoughts, pray, whatever it is that you do it. That's great and good. And wish it with me so that this is working, this is shrinking, this is containing, this is going into remission or part remission, or even better, getting rid of it and being the miracle kid. That would be awesome. But I will take anything positive. You know, shrinkage, remission would be perfect. But, you know, anything like that. So please, from now until the 13th, that's the goal. That is the goal. And that's the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what we're looking at. Once we get those results, then we'll look at the next light. One thing at a time. This is the one thing. Please, please, please. Positive vibes only. Gotta get this shit contained. Get rid of it. Kill it. Get to battle. Punch the shit out of it. That's what this has been about. So that's what we want. Okay? Put some hemorrhoid cream on there and shrink the damn things. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go before I, yeah, you guys know I'm crazy. So anyway, I've got the circles under my eyes tonight because I haven't slept. I can't believe I'm not exhausted. I don't know. I don't know if it's the steroids or if it's the chemo. This last time and then this time now, I really hope. I talked to a couple of people and they're like the same way. Can't sleep. So, something. It's a pattern. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm just rambling now. I'm so bored. So bored. God. Oh, I have to send my old boss a text. It's Canada Day. Wish him works at Parliament. Gotta wish him a happy Canada Day. And the crew. So, Glazers and Ironworkers, happy Canada Day. And that's it for now. Peace out. Fight like a girl.